So in this video, I'm going to go over this book. I'm just going to give you kind of some of the high points or the things that I got back from the book that I valued the most. It's not, obviously you're not going to know the whole book like when we're done, but you're going to have an idea of how to manifest using the power of the subconscious mind. If you haven't been to my channel before, I would like to ask you to please like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section if you have any questions or any other books you would like me to review. And if you have been to my channel before, welcome back. And so I'm just going to dive right into it. So if you're not familiar with manifesting, and manifesting is what I'm going to talk about first, because if you don't know what manifesting is, then you're not really going to understand manifesting using the power of the subconscious mind, which is pretty much what this book is about. It's called The Power of the Subconscious Mind, but really it's about manifesting things using your subconscious. And so, like I said, if you're not familiar with manifesting is pretty much using your mind, your thoughts to get things that you want that you might not have yet, or keep things that you already have that you would like to have more of in your life, by using the power of thought, basically. I've read a lot of books about manifesting. If you go back on my channel, you can see another video I did on manifesting using another book. This book, I really liked it because it was different from other manifestation books I've read in the way that it uses the subconscious mind. One of the exercises in this book that's pretty much one of an exercise that I've always used without reading this book. It was just something that I kind of did on my own. It's always worked for me. I don't know where the idea or the thought came for me to do this exercise, but I was really drawn to this book when I started reading about an exercise that I've already been implementing in my own life for years. And that is the exercise of tapping into your subconscious mind right before sleep. So you might ask, like, okay, how do I do that? So basically, when you're in a dreamy state, you have more access to your subconscious mind. So you're able to use it in a way and utilize it in a way that you can't do while you are in your waking state. And so how do you do that? So when you're falling asleep, you think about what it is that you're trying to manifest, whether it be a job, or maybe resolving a conflict, or maybe, there's someone that you're worried about and you want to hear from them or hear about them, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, or that's worrying you, or that, like I said, that you are trying to get more of in your life that you don't have. So let's say, I'm looking for a job in a certain field, whatever field that may be. So when I go to sleep, I will, with my eyes closed, like I'm not going to talk out loud, but just in my own mind, I'll send a message to my subconscious mind. This is the job that I'm looking for, and please attract to me. I don't want to say please, but because I was asking a question, but I will tell it to attract to me people that I need to get me in this line of work, or situations, or networking. And but you can't just say, and you can't just ask, like, you have to believe, you have to really follow through. So in addition to saying, like, hey, I want to be in situations and I want to meet people to help me get to this place in my career, you also have to have this feeling of trust of your subconscious mind that, okay, I'm sending this message out, it's going to be received. It's going to be received by the universe. The universe is going to connect to my subconscious, and it's going to be worked out. It's going to be worked out while I sleep. When I wake up tomorrow, things can unfold right away the very next day. And if they don't, you just really have to trust the process, and keep looking for those answers. And you can do this with literally anything. You can do this with, like, I want to make more money. You can do this with, like, I want to find a partner. And I've told many people before, like, if you're trying to manifest a partner, you need to be very specific, because there's so many people. There's billions and billions of people in the world, and you could literally meet anybody And if you're looking for a partner, or you're looking for a life partner, or you're looking just for someone to spend your time with, you need to ask the universe for very specific things. And before you start using the power of the subconscious mind to manifest, you need to really do the work and spend time with yourself and ask yourself, what are those things? Like basically, what do I need for a dream job? Like, what would make me happy in the workplace? Or like, what kind of partner do I want? Do I want a person that's like really good listener, really understanding? Are you a homebody? You want someone that will sit at home with you? Are you an adventurer? You want someone to go to adventures on with, or watch sports, or whatever it may be. And, you know, I'm not saying that like you need to have a partner matching every part of your personality, but you need to sit down and think about the things that are really, they just make a big difference in your life. They're what you're looking for. And whatever you're looking for, you're definitely meant to have. If it's deep within your heart, within your soul, it's for a reason, and it's because you're meant to have it. And you also have to continue to tell yourself that. So you work on this exercise every night before you go to sleep for any of the things that you want. And I like to do it like, I like to practice also gratitude, and it talks about that in this book, not extensively, but it talks about that in almost any manifestation book, when you are also thankful for what you already have, because it's not just about like, oh, what can I get? Like, what else am I going to get? It's also about being grateful, because no matter who you are in this life, in this world, you have gifts, whatever they are. Like, that can just be your gift of sight, your gift of being able to hear, your gift of being able to eat and walk around, or if you can't walk, just to be able to experience life, get to enjoy other people, whatever it is. We all have gifts, and it's just important to be grateful for them. You know, you're not going to bring more gifts into your life if you're vibrating at a place of anger, of mourning, of just all around, you know, discontent and unhappiness. When you keep thinking those thoughts over and over again and vibrating those vibrations, you're creating that kind of reality for yourself. So when it comes to manifesting, you have to vibrate at a higher vibration to make your reality match that vibration. And that is something that takes practice. It's not easy. You know, I still struggle with it. It's not easy to always wake up and say like, okay, like, I'm going to have a positive outlook. Like, something's going wrong. Things go wrong sometimes. It's not always easy to go like, it's going to go right. Like, I know that it's going to go right. And I'm going to trust the process. So that's an exercise in itself that you just have to, it's not going to happen overnight, but you just got to keep going back to it. So you vibrate at a positive frequency. You put positive thoughts into the universe. As far as this book goes, you use the tool of communicating with your subconscious mind to manifest things in your waking life. And this book also talks about It talks about mantras. So, and it has different mantras in here that you can repeat yourself, and it has different chapters. So the chapters will depend on what you're trying to manifest. And so the chapters in this book, it has 20 chapters. So I'm not going to go in depth, like in deep depth in all of them, but I will talk to you a little bit about the ones that stood out for me and matter the most. So there's the treasure house within you, and that is your subconscious mind. That's chapter 1, where they talk about your subconscious mind, how your mind works, and kind of talks about like what I was talking about previously about like vibrational thought and putting positive thoughts into the universe. The miracle working power of subconscious mind. And that chapter goes more into depth about how your subconscious mind, once it's tapped into, can make things manifest for you in your everyday life. Mental healings in ancient times. This is chapter 4. This chapter talks about healing trauma and past events with your subconscious mind. practical techniques and mental healing, that's kind of in the same category. The tendency, the subconscious mind is life word. So in this chapter, it talks about how we're made up of all these cells and atoms, and how everything in your body is actually functioning by your subconscious mind perfectly fine until you implement things like stress and worry, and you start to work against your subconscious mind. How your subconscious mind is just a really, how your subconscious mind is just like a really magnificent tool in itself, and your body is a magnificent machine, and those two things work fine together without you interrupting it and disturbing the balance. And when we think these negative thoughts and we put negative energy throughout our body, we're disrupting the balance. So if we can just find a way to align with what is natural for us, and that's for us to be happy and healthy, it's a natural state, and it's actually, it's not unnatural, and it should be, it is obtainable. It is obtainable to anyone who believes and puts the work in. Chapter 8, how to get the results you want. And it kind of goes back to what I was just saying. Chapter 9, how to use the power of your subconscious mind for wealth. So same thing, like what I was talking about, like when you go to sleep and you start asking for certain things right before bed, and you use mantras, and you vibrate vibrations of wealth and gratitude and happiness for all of the treasures and wealth that you already have. And even if you're very, very poor, there's something, I promise you because I've been there, there's something for you to be grateful for. Your subconscious mind as a partner in success. So working with your subconscious mind. Number 12, how scientists use the subconscious mind. Chapter 13, your subconscious mind and the wonders of sleep. And that is a chapter where it really goes into depth about that exercise I was talking to you about, that I really, really find very useful. And when you guys get this book and you read about that exercise, I promise you it's life-changing. For me, it was life-changing. If you really believe in it and you really do it, you will see a huge shift in your life. I promise you that. Chapter 14, your subconscious mind in marriage. So that's basically when you're using the power of your subconscious mind to get the relationship you want, and to work on the relationship you have, if you have one, and create the relationship that you want to be in. Your subconscious mind and your happiness. So it's just another thing that you can manifest, your subconscious mind and harmonious human relationships. And this chapter talks about if you have a work colleague that you don't get along with, or a boss, how you can manifest to make that relationship more smoother, or just completely manifest to change your environment, or if that's what needs to be done. In this world, we're really put in places sometimes we're not happy about. And if you're not happy, that means that there needs to be change. And the person to create the change is you. So, you got to do that. Obviously, you got to do that with some action. You got to try, you got to think, but you also have to manifest, and you have to put that energy out there to believe that the change can happen and to help you create that change. How to use your subconscious mind for forgiveness. So this is like when you are having a hard time forgiving, you can also use the power of your subconscious mind to tap into it to help you to let go. Because when you can't forgive, you are not able to let go. You have the tools, you're just not able to access them, and you can't access them through the power of the subconscious mind. How your subconscious mind removes mental blocks. So the similar thing, things that you're struggling with, you can use the power of subconscious mind to get through those things as well. Chapter 19, how to use your subconscious mind to remove fear. So if there's something that you've been wanting to do or trying to do, or just something that you want in your life that you haven't been able to have because fear is stepping in your way, you can remove that fear with the power of the subconscious mind using the exercises that I mentioned previously. And then finally, chapter 20, how to stay young in spirit forever. And that chapter really gets into basically how youth and energy and vitality is a mindset. And of course, it's not saying that if you're 50 or 60 years old, you're going to look like a 25-year-old. It's just saying that even as the body ages and we change, youth and vitality, when I say youth, I mean just the willingness to try new things or look at the world with fresh eyes, can really last a lifetime when you're in the right mindset. And again, like I was saying before, mindset can be difficult, but when you learn to implement the subconscious mind, you can break through barriers and do things that were hard in the past, and make things happen that you weren't capable of before. So basically, with this book, like I said before, it talks about manifesting, and it's with the power of the subconscious mind. There's so many different ways that you can use that in your life. I really liked the book. I hope some of the tools I shared here in this video were helpful for you guys. Obviously, like, it's 20 chapters and like plethora of information, so I can't share all of that in one video, and I wouldn't want to, because I really think you guys should read it. If manifesting is something that you're interested in, you can try these exercises that I've shared with you here and see how they work for you. And if you find progress, then maybe you can take the next step and pick up the book. I hope that was helpful for you guys. I hope that I hear from some of you guys in the comments that you've read the book and that you're going through the process and you're doing the exercises and you're seeing changes in your life. I would love to hear anything that you guys have manifested using these exercises, especially if it was something that you didn't think was going to happen for you and now it is. I love hearing stories like that. I tell people, like, in my everyday regular life about manifesting, and I help them with the exercises, and I cannot tell you the number of times I've heard people tell me, like, wow, like I thought I wasn't going to be able to make this happen. Now it's happening for me. I just love hearing stories like that and helping other people to manifest things for themselves. I hope that was helpful. I hope that you guys follow along and subscribe. Like I said before, leave a comment in the comment section if you have anything that you want to share or give back to this whole experience. And I hope that I see you guys again soon and on one of my next travel adventures or book adventures. Thank you guys so much for following along. Bye.